are now watching a Nani Orb.
Greetings! We're going to be making ourselves a lake today. Minecraft lakes always, when they're naturally generated, look like you did something like this. Not the most elegant looking space out there, but you just need 5 ingredients to make a good lake, and I'll even show you what I mean that Minecraft lakes look like you just blew up something random. It's not good looking. It goes underneath and it's just completely out there. This might be good for an underground base, but you want to show off a lake, don't you? Well, the ingredients you're going to need to make a good looking lake are, of course, your buckets of water. How else are you going to fill up that lake? Sand, gravel, seagrass, and kelp.
Get out of my way, sheep. Yeah, get out of that way.
Fortunately, I decided to have them all in this convenient bucket, including our barrel for some reason. Woo!
Yeah, kill that lamb. Kill that lamb.
I'm in grave, but this is always a good idea. Always get yourself a shovel when you're going to start out to plan out. You want the lake to go with this beautiful environment, not against it. You might need to terraform a little bit. I set this up with that, but after you do that, start making path blocks to show where your lake is going to be. Yeah, don't worry as much about straight edges as you set this up. Don't be afraid to curve it a little bit around and everything. Yeah, let's just finish this lake off quickly. Yeah. The important thing is it looks good at the end. Now, this is all our lake area inside this path block. Just start digging out the dirt inside it. A good suggestion is basically keep the edges close by, 2 down. The further away from the edges, the deeper it will go. If you have room for a double lake, make 2 separate lakes and combine them together afterwards. They'll give you 2 deep areas and such, or you could even make the deep area huge. But it's all about making sure it goes well with the area you're picking. Now you're probably going, why am I going 2 down from the side into digging? Well, the secret is, that you're going to be using sand when it gets down to it. I didn't properly look over this area. You're going, let's just already take care of that one. It's all about making a good look to this thing. Face it, if you look inside your lake and you see dirt, it's not going to be inviting looking. You want this lake to look as inviting as possible. So you could do this now or you could do this later. You might terraform the land around it, but always make sure if you're terraforming the land around it to give it a nice shape too. As you see, the further in I go, the deeper I'm getting. I know it sounds repetitive, I'm sorry. But you'll get a groove in soon enough. You don't have to keep the same shape on the top area as you did the bottom. Your sides want to keep a general shape, but the more in, the more you could mess with that shape, make it your own. Now, how this was going sloping down like that, we don't have to keep it sloping down like that the whole time. This is where you get to have fun with how your lake's going to look. But always try to put the gravel towards the bottom of the lake just so that it has a nice appearance to it. You're going to be able to swim in this lake, yes. But you see how those sand pillars look right there? Let's try gravel with the sand. Just having them stacked up on top of gravel will give it a nuanced look. Here's where we do the fun part of add water. While we're here, let's add some kelp and some seagrass. It's okay to take the shortcut of doing 3x3s, but you want to make sure to randomly spread out the seagrass. Try to keep the kelp more towards the lowest part of your lake, because that's the best place for it to be growing at. You'll give it some life to it and everything. But as you're building the lake, never start from the top when filling in. Work your way up. If you work your way up, it's going to stop formations of low points. Another quick tip when you're filling the water in, you could do it from side to side. Make it take less time. kelp will start to grow slowly. Yeah, as you see, and little seagrass will make it look all that pleasant. The path around makes it look like, yeah, not just you, but animals been coming here a lot to drink from such a beautiful lake. Refine the path so that it doesn't have just sharp edges that hit. Make it that it's smoothly going around with it. With that, if you want, add fish to it or anything. It's your imagination. A little bit of salmon here. And it looks more alive without having to make it look like you took TNT to it. But that's my tutorial for a lake. If you found it helpful, well, I would love it if you give the video a like. You can subscribe as well. I'll try to have more Minecraft tutorials for you. Well,